Happy New Year all. Today the sharing will be on CPF topic. This is Happy New Year special episode. Not sure whether you guys pay attention or not. So usually everyone who has CPF account, right, the interest is not credited every month. It's actually credited only once a year. It will be credited on first day of the year, which is today. Happy New Year. So it will show the total interest earned for the entire 2024 or the entire last year. It just came out today about 8 o'clock after the maintenance scheduling stuff are done. They updated, they showed the numbers. So if you log into your CPF account using your SingPass, then you can check how much interest that you earned throughout last year. So this is a statement that I got from CPF. The total interest that I earned, right, is $12,626. So you can see that the breakdowns of OA, SA, MA. So I think the largest one definitely is SA and MA because most of my money are in these two accounts. These are the two accounts that earn 4%, whereas for OA, it is negligible. So this is revealing of my CPF amount. Inside OA, I currently have $6,000, special account $236,000, Medisave account $71,500. So this $6,000 in ordinary account, right? This is basically the interest that I earn. I think including those that I earn in Medisave account, but it doesn't credit into the Medisave account. It actually credited to the ordinary account. So there's 6,000 there. So I will move that 6,000 away soon, so it won't stay there because it's only earning 2.5%. It's better for it to earn 4% if possible, right? So the next update is that every new year, the full retirement sum and the basic health sum also will be updated. So for example, this year full retirement sum, right, yes, increased from last year $205,800 to $213,000. FRS always increase, like there's a schedule of how much it increase. Right now we know that it will keep on increase until $228,200 in 2027. Same for basic health sum. I think last year was $75,500. Now increased to $75,500. So there's a $4,000 increment for this year. So what happened, right? If you go back to my account here, right, you see that the Medisave account is still at $71,500 because the interest rate is not automatically credited to this account. Give us opportunity to do a top up of $4,000 if you want to maximize the amount that you have in CPF. So you can actually do that, and I plan to do that soon. And the top up that I will make is of course using cash. That's these two updates. And then I just want to take this opportunity to revisit back, like why am I sharing about all this CPF stuff, right? All this while I've been sharing about my stock portfolio, but just bear in mind that this stock portfolio, right, is just one of the component of the entire portfolio. So we are talking about total portfolio allocations, which should include other asset types. So for me, there will be like 3 layers. So the lowest one will be those that are safest, the most stable one, and then followed by medium one, and then of course the riskiest assets will be at the speculative one on top one. So to me, right, the bottom part, right, HDB and CPF, this will be the foundations of the entire portfolio because, you know, for stock market, sometimes it can go up and down. Certain year, stock market can even crash 30, 40, 50%, right? So if you have 100% of your assets in stock portfolio and you just experience that kind of volatility, it sometimes can be very scary, can be very unsettling. You will be worried about your net worth, worried about your assets because of that fluctuation, right? So we need something that is more stable, serve as a foundation. And we know that whatever happened to the stock portfolio, at least this stable ground, right, the HDB and CPF for me will always be there. So these are so-called safe assets. So by HDB, I mean the unit that I'm currently staying here. So I know that every month, as long as I pay the installment, which is $1,300, then I get to stay here. I won't be chased out by the owners because I'm the owners here. So don't have to worry on that part. So it is a way to live a life that is stress-free. So this HDB is very important to me. So stock portfolio can fluctuate, but I don't have to worry on where to stay, you know. So this provides some stability. And for the CPF one, currently you can see that the total size is about 300,000 plus, right? So this year I received $12,000 in interest, or you can work out to be about $1,000 per month. And this amount is going to increase every year because of the effect of compounding. So I think this one, just to tell you that every year, even if my stock portfolio are not growing, but the CPF will continue to earn that $1,000 per month. And this is the minimum, right? After it compounded, it will earn more and more in the future years. So this HDB and CPF, I think is very important because it gives us some stability so that in terms of the stock portfolio, we don't have to worry, I must generate certain amount of returns in order to meet my retirement lifestyle, that kind of things, right? So I know that if things go south with the stock portfolio, at least I have the safety net, the HDB and CPF. So basically the stuff that I shared here is very similar to what Mr. Lu shared. I'm not adding new stuff here. It's basically talking about like having all this Kueh Lapis strategy. You have HDB, you have your CPF and then stock portfolio. Then on top of that, if you want to do some other speculative stuff, right, then you can continue, like say for example, you want to put some money in crypto, you can do that. But that is like the top layer. And if these things, this is not in a real pyramid, because preferably we want something that is stable to be a larger base, and then followed by medium, and then the speculative one, you don't need a huge account. Just a small account we do. But let's say if they turn out well, they turn out to be, let's say like a 10x returns, then it become big, then so be it, right? So then congrats to you. But in terms of the amount that we put into speculative bet, I don't think we need to put a lot. But for HDB and CPF, these are the foundation, these are the our safety net. So it needs to be larger as compared to our medium part and also the speculative bet, the top part. So basically, this is my thought process. Just one thing that is worth to share with you all. Why, let's say when stock market, you see fluctuate, volatile, right? You don't see me like worried about stock market. Sometimes I did worried about it. Not to say that I'm totally, emotionally unaffected, but it's just that because I have a strong foundations, some strong safety net there, so I don't have to care so much about the volatility, and that also helps us to hold on to our stock portfolio for the long term and not be affected by it. Just an announcement, I just volunteered myself to become one of the moderator in 1M65 group. So I think it's also important for me to do some sharing related to CPF, just to let you know that my thought process when it comes to investment is very aligned with Mr. Lu. And in fact, our bet holder pods also, we invited Mr. Lu to the show 2 times already, and hope that we can get him on another time in 2025. Of course, I still have my own Telegram group, which is Invest for the Long Term. So I've been operating this Telegram group for a few years already. Let's say if you click on the link to join the group, just let other person to text you, because I would reach out to you just to make sure that you are not, like scammers, you are not those bots, right? So we'll have some chat just to verify that you got the link from YouTube, then I will let you into the groups. So we have about 1,000 members and very active community here. And then lastly, let's say if you haven't followed me on X or Twitter, follow me, because you see sometimes I've shared some good stuff. Say for example, early last year, early 2024, I talked about 1 hour on NVIDIA. And then although I started to talk about these things in long episodes, right? But still from the time I posted that video to now, the stock still increased by about 70%. So for those who listen and follow into this kind of investment, here are the gains. This is not financial advice. This is more just for me to do my personal sharing. And if you find it useful, feel free to follow me on X. Okay, just a short episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Bye bye.